Brad's, wow, last minute winner. I mean, of course we're going to get into the performance and how we even ended up in that situation, but you can't beat a last minute winner, can you?
No, you can't, but we got massively out of jail today. And Bruno and Rashford are a disgrace to the shirt today. They were pathetic. And one thing that frustrated me today with Rashford is when he got taken off, he ignored the manager.
Did he? I didn't see that.
And it was, I thought, have a bit of professional pride, like acknowledge that you had a terrible performance and take it on the chin and try and think, yeah, I'd played bad, but next game I'm going to put my heart out and try and get back into this team. And Bruno, today, he would survive a bite of the Walking Dead. Like, it was awful today, giving the ball away every single time, and it was pathetic.
Well, with those two, I know you've gone in on them two there, but look at the goal that we conceded. There's three other players. Onana, Lindelof kicked it straight back to him. And let's not forget, Casemiro was taken off at half-time as well.
What has happened? We went from the wall of Manchester to about as much use as a pronged rack up against a chainsaw. Like, it's terrible.
Them players just making mistakes. I mean, it keeps killing us, doesn't it? I mean, we've managed to avenge it today, but there's still, panic signs there, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, like, the only difference today is that we usually start the first 20 minutes well, we ended the last 20 minutes well. And that's why we won. So,
super sub, Scott McTominay. You're asking for an impact sub, you're asking for someone to get on the end of things and have a bit of a goal for it, and he did.
Yeah, he was good, and let's give credit to Evans and Maguire, because I thought they had a really good game.
Talk about them, actually, because, look, before the game starts, you see the team sheet, you're going, oh, Evans and Maguire, we're going, bloody hell, we've got, Leicester's centre-backs from a few years ago, what's going on? This is a damning indictment of Man United, but they were good. They were good today.
I mean, we weren't surprised that we'd be panicked at the start, but actually, they were our better players today. And, like, Garnacho, when he came on, he did more in 5 minutes than Rashford did for 70. I'm not even joking with that, because Rashford had zero impact today. Like, he's constantly running into blind alleys.
Do you think the team can take confidence with the way that they ended up winning that? You talk about trying to build. I know it's international break, so you probably want a game in a few days to keep going. But is it a time for a bit of calm? But when they get back, they're going to be excited and they can try and turn a corner, or was it alarming the way that we won and you don't think we can continue?
I think the mood in the dressing room will be a lot brighter than what it would have been if we had got beat 1-0. But also, I think Ten Hag needs to get the point across that we did get out of jail and we were poor today.
Would you make a change in goal, or just play Onana through this?
It's a difficult one.
If you were manager, it's your decision, Brad. I'm saying, listen, we've got a game in 3 days. Are you going to start him, or are you going to try and? I know we don't have a game in 3 days because it's international break. So how do you think Ten Hag should play it?
It's a difficult one because you can't ignore the mistakes, but also goalkeepers like that feeling like they know the number one, and it gives them confidence. So I think Ten Hag needs to show a bit of faith in him, because
he's definitely done that already.
Because it would be a bit embarrassing if he signed a goalkeeper for 55 million and wrote him off after 9 games. So I would play him, but also it can't go on for much longer because we're not picking up results.
And what other changes would you make to the team? I know you spoke about sort of Rashford there, you spoke about Bruno there. Is it a case of sticking by those guys as well and getting them to play through this? Is it almost like a clean slate now because we've won this game?
Definitely not a clean slate. But if it was up to me, I would 1,000% drop him, and I would play Mount and Casemiro and Amrabat, and then put Palestra on the right, and I'd drop Rashford for Martial or Garnacho.
Even Casemiro, mate, he got hooked at half time today.
Yeah, he was poor, but he's done things in big games for us in terms of like scoring an important goal in a cup final.
High scorer.
Like yeah, how come we have the 2 top goal scorers of the Champions League and we haven't got a point? It doesn't make any sense.
Scott McTominay, man of the match. Is that fair to say?
Do you know what? I'm going to give it Maguire.
Yeah?
Or Evans, because they played the full game and they were solid. And before we scored, that 1-0 wasn't down to them.
It actually wasn't, was it? And then all the other stuff that they had to do, they were pretty safe. Brentford didn't really create anything. Obviously, we weren't as well, but in terms of being defensively secure, playing high up, yeah, they did manage to kind of to be calm, I suppose.
Settle the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man of the match. Love that.
You've got to pick it up now.